All right, everybody, welcome back. Cal's Crew Challenge 2, round of 32. That's round 1. Dipping into a little black-white gaming, which admittedly, of the 1 through 5 tiers that I even attempt to narrate, is probably the one that I am least familiar and least good with. Gonna be bad? Sit back and enjoy. Can't not bring you this game. It's ABR. Everybody loves ABR. People think he's the best player in the world. They're damn close to it. And it's against CyberOdin, who is surprisingly not playing on his famous I Love You Jesus alt. I asked ABR to play this match as I Love You Satan, but he declined. An unfortunate decision, in my opinion. Anyhow, ABR actually lost playing Black-White in the opening round of this tour last year. Now, granted, that was against Soulwind, not against CyberOdin, but it's an interesting note. If he were to lose 2 years in a row playing Black-White, if this tournament ever returns and he gets Black-White next year, I think his teammates are going to have a talk with him and be like, man, Gen 5, brother, love you. It's just not your forte. We're gonna put you somewhere else. You're gonna play DPP. You gotta play Gen 7, something. But Black White, man, it's just not for you. We'll see. ABR is obviously good at all tiers, and Odin's one of those guys, man. He's not intimidated. I'm not saying he's ABR, but he is not afraid to step up and fight these big guys. He's really not. And I think he could really do some damage here if he has practiced and brings his best game. I'm not even going to comment on the teams or who has the matchup advantage or whatever. I couldn't tell you. But let's watch some good games, hopefully. ABR on the bottom, CyberOdin on the top. So, Stolly team, obviously, with Fori, Jellicent, Zaytu for ABR. And then I don't know what Odin's team is. It's not Dragmag. It's not just some kind of offense, I guess. Man, Draco Meteor crit does 85, but then Draco Meteor non-crit does only 20 and leaves the Bliss at 1%. That was obviously a damage roll that could have killed, and if he had killed the Bliss there, that would be a very large early advantage for Odin. As it turns out, he's going to trick the Bliss and stick her with choice specs. In doing so, going to steal her lefties, but it'll work. Get lefties and get a surf off. Bliss does die anyway, but the Latios is also going to die, outsped and pursued by the Tar, so damned if you do, damned if you don't. Leaves us in a quick 5-5. Man, is that bird brave, hitting the Fori there. Rocks and spin, so rocks for about 2 seconds, then no more rocks. Brave bird again. Taking that recoil, and there's some spikes. Hazard advantage, ABR. And Skarm has an item that is not leftovers, as we see. So any little damage here, even rapid spin, is adding up, though it is, of course, going to have Roost somewhere. Reflect coming down. That initial Brave Bird chunked him for 40. Here comes Gar, stepping on rocks, and there's Roost there as well. See if Gar just goes for a Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, whatever you want to do here. Subbing up thinking there's going to be a switch, but there is not. Stays in for the Nightshade, pops the sub. Sub again, and no switch again. Nightshade. So ABR not afraid, predicting those subs, doing his thing. D-Bond. Sure, just going to be a trade. Both going to go down, and the Reflect also going to wear off, and just like that, it's going to be a 4-4. Even I can narrate that. Somebody clicked Destiny Bond. Somebody attacked and killed the thing that clicked Destiny Bond. They both die. Easy game, easy life. Who said Black-White was hard? Brave Bird yet again. Scum getting real low. 19%. Hasn't actually shown Roost. Does he just not have it? He eats his Custap Bear. Yeah, maybe he really truly doesn't have Roost. Taunt Rapid Spin, sure, 3%. Sure, and Brave Bird again, so really didn't have Roost. Really never had it and never used it, and going aggro with Skarm. I guess it makes sense. It is a very aggressive team. An offensive squad here for Odin. That Fire Blast with a crit is going to kill the 28% Fortress about 5, 6 times over and leaves us in a 3-3. Ice Punch resisted by Jirachi. Surprised because it's ABR that it wasn't an immediate freeze. Terrakion comes in. And that takes a critical hit Ice Punch, which is going to knock him into Salic range. Interesting. Stone Edge there. Chance for a big crit, but doesn't find it. Gliscor out of non-crit range now. Earthquake on Chomp doesn't kill. More poison heal. HP Ice a fuck ton, but he survives at 1%, and he's going to get a Roost off. Faster Garchomp, though, can click HP Ice again, but he over-predicts and goes for Draco Meteor. Had he clicked Hidden Power Ice, he would have got him there, it looks like. Or am I cracking up? Why did that one do so much less? Was the first one a crit? I don't understand this tier. Why did the first one do 81 and then this one did 35? There are things about this tier, many things, that I don't understand. That's one of them. Regardless, it's going to be a Terrakion SDing up. It's going to be his last hope. Earthquake gets him. He's going to go to 2%. And he has a chance there with the Stone Edge to get a crit, but it does not come, and ABR is going to hold on. I believe, because he had already eaten his Salic Berry, I think he would have died regardless, because Cheetar comes in, outspeeds him, and gets him. Had the Terrakion still had his Salic Berry, he'd be faster, and I believe he would just clean up the game from that point. But as it stood with the Salic Berry already popped, I believe that ABR is going to win this, even had the Stone Edge crit come at the end. So game 1 to ABR. Someone still has to explain that hidden power thing to me, why the first one did so much. Life is a mystery. On to game 2, ABR and CyberOdin. And this is the first match, by the way, between these two teams, which is Tony ABR and Lax playing as Pax on Stax. Versus H-Clat, CyberOdin, and Rob Jr. as the Alcapones. So first match between those teams. Whoever wins here, it's obviously good to have a match win, but it will not decide the fate of the teams just yet. Here is game 2. ABR still on the bottom, and it's going to be Odin on the top with another, I wouldn't know how to classify this team, but Sand for ABR and... Sand, I guess, for Odin, but what does this guy do? I've seen him a couple times. I think he's pretty aggressive and stuff, and he has Regenerator. I'm not sure what the common set is for him, but he's laying the smackdown on Gliscor at the moment with those hidden power, presumably ices again. There's Lando, Intimidate, finds himself a Pharaoh. Both going to get up rocks, fair enough. Don't see a spinner for either player. I'm blind. There's a spinner. I know he has spin. Let me get that on the record before he clicks it. He's going to die to a crit, though, so he won't be spinning much in the future. And ABR with the lead. Fake Out also with a crit there. And back to Tar. Trick is going to swap Choice Scarf for Choice Band. Well, that's awkward. That's just going to get him pursued out. And that's going to leave us at a 5-5 as Magnezone comes in here. Amoongus going to be the answer. And he'll hide behind a sub, presumably going to follow up with HP Fire. About a third. And that's HP Fire back. Magnezone being the faster of two slow mons in this case. Substitute and Hidden Power, sure. Looks like Odin's just going to stay in and quick Hidden Power a bunch. 39% and 38%. So both would die to the follow-up, but Magnezone the faster mon here, so it's Odin who's in danger. And out of the way he goes to Jirachi, and ABR takes the opportunity to sub up yet again, sniffing that there might in fact be a switch, which is correct. Going to go for Wish now. U-turn, even with a crit, doesn't pop the sub. Over to Amoongus. Hidden Power, 37%, but he's going to eat the Wish and go back up to 61%. 67 after lefties. Hidden Power, 39%. Sub gets popped, Amoonguss in range where it can die yet again to a hidden power. And we're back to this. I guess it's not HP Fire this whole time, unless I'm wrong about his typing. Well, it's obviously not HP Fire, because it would have been super effective against Rachi, so is that HP Ice for the Magnezone? It must be, right, to be super effective against Amoonguss and resisted by Rachi? Alright, so it's HP Ice. Some of you guys might have known that the whole time. I never asked anyone to watch my black-white narrations. Alright, I'm trying to narrate as much as I can. I know these aren't good. Here comes Gliscor. Superpower? Psh! You need a better superpower, sir. You are weak as shit. And there is the fucking snipe. Why roost when you can crit Ice Fang? Get out of here. Lando is gone. Good play for Odin, and better play and luck for ABR. 5-4, lead reestablished, but briefly. High jump kicks Magnezone in the face. I guess he kind of sort of has a face. And that leaves us in a 4-4 situation. Rachi comes in. Close combat. Gone. Leaves us in a 3-4. Here is Amoonguss, who earlier in the game took a bunch of HP Ices, in case anyone was wondering. But I think he still has HP Fire, which Pharaoh has to worry about. Yeah, gets him with HP Fire. And Gyro Ball for just 15% coming back. Giga Drain? Nope. Just goes HP Fire again. A pathetic 3% now. And he's going to get him with T-Wave, which is the only thing he can do. No, I lied. I thought he had swapped choice items. Maybe that was last game. He has an item and it isn't choice something or other. But he's fully paralyzed here. And now this guy's back. EQ 62%, but we know that there's high jump kick waiting in the back, among other things. But it is going to be high jump kick in this case. And Chople Berry not going to save him. Down goes Pharaoh, but down goes whatever his name is with an M with him. And that leaves us with Gliscor and Tar. 3-2, ABR in the lead. Trying to get a crit with Stone Edge. Terrakion comes in. Was it this one who got? Yeah, okay. I'm not cracking up. There was a Tar that got a thing tricked onto him. It was just the other Tar. Anyway, close combat coming down. Resisted thanks to the poison typing. 37%. T-Tar comes in. And it gets hit by Giga Drain. Still doesn't do a lot, though. 19% with a super effective Giga Drain. Not great. They'll both take a turn off to be paralyzed. And we get back to it. EQ, Giga Drain, sure. Amoonguss getting the better end at the moment, but para obviously a factor here. Earthquake and Giga Drain for the kill. Leaves us in a 2-2. Gliscor. And T-Tar. And there is the EQ. Only a paralyzed Amoonguss keeping CyberOdin in this match. And if he somehow pulls this out, he has to win a third game. EQ. 17% Giga Drain, I suspect, isn't going to get it done here. And Odin agrees. ABR going to get the W here. Really going to spare you guys the outro. Like I said, I know that I can't narrate this tier. Going to move on to bigger and better things where hopefully I have more of a clue what I'm talking about. But if you enjoyed it anyway, please do hit the thumbs up. Consider subscribing. And you can join the Discord server with the link in the description. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.